I listen to my mind, so come on, get your fists up. Tip cups to the ceiling if you're sick and feeling ripped off. I let my fist off, get lit and lift off. Raise your hands if you with me and you pissed off. I'm standing on the corner of 6th Street. I'm running out of time for this week. My head's pounding, stomach shaking. It's worth it, the hunger makes it.
I mean, there's got to be more to it, obviously, because there always is, but fuck me. Forgot about the epic fucking intro all the Dark Pictures anthology movie has with this amazing sound. Yeah, it's like the opening to Masters of Horror, or what's the other one? Masters of Horror. Can't remember what the not R-rated ones, but R.I.P. Pip Torrens, because I think he died this year. I might be wrong. Yeah, this is as good as any Crypt Keeper or, like I say, Masters of Horror opening, Guillermo del Toro's Cabin of Curiosities. Fear itself, that's the other anthology series I was thinking of. Like, it's just right up there with all those. And just fucking great. It's a shame. I think this Pip fella fucking passed away this year. Sadly. But and it was wild that last year we got 2 games. Like, we got the Quarry from basically the same team.
Waiting long. Welcome back. I do enjoy seeing a familiar face. Last time, no one survived. I wonder if you were even trying.
That's not true. I mean, if you mean this game, yes, but
It's so good to have company. For a long time, I was on my own. I can barely recall a time when I wasn't here, watching over these tales. And what good are stories without somebody to experience them? This is a story about those who create, and the lengths they might go to for their art to be made pure. Art can elicit all sorts of reactions. Delight, inspiration, desire, yes, but also doubt, fear, dread. The way you react, the decisions you make, would affect this story. Hidden in the world, you'll find dark pictures. They give glimpses of the possible consequences of your choices. And sometimes it's the smallest choices that can have the biggest repercussions. You're responsible for what happens. You're culpable. I can't interfere. That's very much against the rules. I can only observe what happens and record any significant events. Oh.
Fuck, he's great.
Ever seen one of these? They're very old. People used to call them obols. They'd put them in the mouth of the recently deceased to pay the ferryman. Look out for them. You'll find them in the strangest places. I'll be happy to exchange any that you find, and I'll certainly make it worth your while.
It's funny how the other 2 games outside of the Dark Pictures anthologies really put the narrators in the game, the psychologist and the gypsy woman, but he always just stays on the edges.
I've got a master's in criminal psychology. I'm an investigative journalist and hope to make a difference. You may have recently seen my interview on Chicago AM on... And yeah, it's really tough when just being honest means everyone thinks you're a bitch. I'm not. Sure, I've got issues to deal with, same as everyone. I'm working on it.
Hey, I'm Mark. I study photography at UCLA. Had a great time. Really want to get back into some serious photography. But yeah, it's a job.
I've been a key-driven lighting test for years. See a problem?
Well, now you're falling into my fucking tropes. Lighting, cameras, and fucking action.
Someone like that. Man, how do you even start? I'm sick of being on my own. Sorry, do you start with qualifications or, like, personal info? Because I mean...
So
well,
reality or like found footage or reality film type things?
Lonnet, UK originally. I've been here for 20 years. The last series
Stereotypical
was,
UK director of a found footage movie.
It was a very beautifully conceived and didn't quite hit the mark as I was hoping it would. It's a fucking mess, to be honest with you.
I think we've heard quite enough.
Enough? Oh, I've barely begun, Your Honor. You don't seem to understand. I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer any more than a poet can help the inspiration to sing. Bury me deep, Your Honor. Make sure they fill my pine box with cement. Put me deeper than anyone else. And cover the ground with more cement, cause trust me. Just being dead ain't enough to stop me from killing again.
On May 7th, 1896, Herman Mudgett, aka Henry H. Holmes, was sent to the gallows. His neck did not snap from the force of hanging. Records indicate he hung, slowly suffocating for over 15 minutes, until finally, the monster was dead. America's first serial killer confessed to 27 murders. But as investigators sifted through the traces he left behind, following his path from city to city, the number grew significantly. Nearly 200 lives. America's first serial killer, and possibly the worst. He was buried as requested, under
And narrower
concrete.
means and method.
Was he hoping to hide from God's judgment? Or did he truly want to keep the devil from climbing out and killing again?
So, what do you think?
If you're saying it would run on Netflix, fucking
be
people
honest,
would eat it
Charlie,
alive. And
This is a pilot.
fucking gobble it up like
that thought.
fucking Kirby or Pac-Man.
Lonnet Entertainment.
Charles Lonnet, please.
Speaking. Charlie is fine.
My name is Grantham Dumet.
What can I do for you, Mr. Dumet?
Actually, it's what I can do for you. Hear me out.
He sounds an awful lot like Henry Mudgett.
I'm certainly grateful
Or
to you,
Herman
Mr.
Mudgett.
Dumet. This all sounds amazing, but I'm waiting to hear what the catch is. No offense.
None taken. I'm in a privileged position. I don't need for much. But my time is at a premium. We need to do this today. I'll send a car for you this afternoon. 4 p.m. Be ready.
This afternoon? We're talking a couple of days shoot. I've told my team they're free this weekend, and frankly, they're a temperamental bunch. Without them, this conversation is dead in the water.
I've told you what I have. Please don't waste my time. Am I sending the car or not?
Yes, of course. We're in. I'll get them there. I promise. Let's do it.
What I hate about this is how film and television makers are.
We
Promised a weekend off, and fucking or at least when I did this business, if someone had fucking offered me enough money and been like, hey, this is where you're gonna film, I would have fucking gone and done it despite my personal commitments, and I'm a terrible person for it.
You're right.
This is going to be grand, people. Adventure. Excitement.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that gets you doing this kind of stuff.
Hooray.
This is gonna be great, guys.
Like I say, offered the right shot and the right money, people will do crazy shit.
You don't like surprises?
You know what this reminds me of?
Don't say it.
Topeka. Exactly. Me, no money in my pocket, a dead phone, and lost in the middle of goddamn Topeka.
That wasn't my fault.
It was 100% your fault. because you fly by the seat of your ass. So, come on, Charlie. What do we know about this guy?
He's rich, he's a recluse, he's obsessed with H.H. Holmes. Totally sane, I'm sure.
We're going to a property he inherited from a relative. That's who had the obsession with Holmes. Some of the rooms are full recreations from the murder castle. Dumet has blueprints, documents, artifacts. When I said this would save the show, I was not exaggerating.
And you substantiated all of this?
Just trust me.
Sorry for all the mystery. Before we go any further, I have to ask that we lock up your phones for safekeeping. While this may sound strange that I invite you to film the collection inside my home, I cannot allow any personal devices that may share information that could affect my business or lifestyle. There are rules. All footage you wish to use must be authorized by me first. I require privacy and discretion.
For the record, these are things that are normally signed off on in paper contracts.
Could be making us pay, but he isn't. If this is all he asks, then we do it.
Fine. For the show.
I'm telling you, this is going to be great.
You said that in Topeka.
The fuck happened in Topeka? And I know we're gonna get to see it, but like, why would you? This is like Budapest and fucking Avengers.
If this dude is so rich, shouldn't he have servants or something? This guy gonna help?
You're a film crew. You're really not used to hauling your own shit.
I got it.
Okay. So now what?
I'd love to get some footage of the lake and the scope of this.
Not with all the mist and fog.
Yes, with all the mist and fog. Motherfucker.
Certainly.
That's called atmosphere.
Up there. The visuals will be great. We can frame up over the mist.
Charlie, you'll hack up a lung before you're halfway up there.
I'm fit as a butcher's dog.
Fuck yeah.
Mark, this is crazy.
We'll be fine. Let's go, Charlie.
Be careful, guys.
Nice knowing you.
Come on.
Up you go. And up you help me.
On it.
Ooh, I can jog. Ooh, faster than any of the other games, too. To a point where I'm almost going to say this seems like it's rushing.
Heard from miles away.
Well, yeah, I know that in theory, but...
I don't know. I've just never been able to move this fast.
We must be able to work our way around. Come on.
Warning, cliff erosion.
Doesn't look too serious.
The warning about everything falling into the ocean. I'm gonna say we trust it and not die.
Nah, this sign is something the lawyers made them put up. I'm sure it's fine.
Hard disagree.
Listen, Mark, I just wanted to say, thanks for backing me up, man.
What? About getting this footage?
No, for the whole trip. You know some of the crew can be challenging to work with. Jamie and Kate would never have agreed to come if you hadn't been on board.
I figured that the episode was such a mess, we needed all the help we could get.
Right. Yeah. I guess we do.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay, I won't lie. I was hoping being here all remote and away from the world that maybe I'd have some downtime, some space to decompress.
It's not a bad idea.
Why would you want to do that?
You know,
The Great Storm of May 1st, 1907, in which 187 lives were lost, the crew and passengers... Oh, I can jump in this game. That's new. I don't remember jumping that much in other games. Alright, but... I was gonna say, it's not like there's a gaping hole in the fucking...
Hey, when we wrap, I'd like to take a couple weeks off. Go see my family.
I need you in post. I really appreciate that concerning eye of yours, you know.
I got a lot going on at the moment, Charlie.
Oh, right, yeah, of course, sure. Take a couple of weeks. Get your head together.
I appreciate it.
I'll be fine in post.
Alright. For the record, that is a disadvantage of being a shooter and an editor.
Oh, well.
No, Mrs. Lonnet, you got hiding in some closet somewhere?
Married to the job.
Married to the job. How's that marriage working out?
Well, from what I hear about real marriages, pretty damn good.
Married to the job.
Okay, so we're doing all the typical adventure game tropes.
Christ, what the hell is that?
A mannequin. You know, just hanging out.
Maybe it's part of some old museum display or something.
Just hanging out.
That's probably it.
You motherfuck.
Coming?
Yeah. Just looking at the light on the mist.
How is that going to fit into the show?
Just caught my eye. Coming.
Always the photographer.
I can't exactly turn it off. There's a lot of crossover between the creative stuff and the commercial stuff.
You sure about that? Because crossover with Kate hasn't exactly...
We agreed to let that drop for the weekend.
Just making sure your head's in the game.
Should I be going here? I don't know. Should I? Please read. Okay. Keep it up, team. This should be the final week. Last night's foghorn test was successful. Looks like the automation is all up and running. We'll do one final trial today, then we can pack away the kit. A couple of you have reported that homeless guy hanging around again. Running volume, securing the campground, and conducting a final checks today. If tomorrow, just be safe inside. Okay, fair enough.
This thing hasn't been manned in ages.
Why's the horn still gone?
Because they didn't decommission the fog. It's all automatic now.
Hang on.
Fish factory to close. Exciting times.
I mean, if you're a fish factory worker, yeah.
Locked tight.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Oh yeah, it's all like super comforting. Alright. Nothing spooky about this place at all.
This looks pretty old.
What's that?
Just some old coin. Find a penny, get up.
Can be used to unlock the aromas.
Sorry I give you a hard time now and again, but I really couldn't make these shows without you.
That's not true.
I may be driving this car.
What car?
The Lonnet Entertainment car. But you're the one who keeps the engine going.
It's not how cars work.
Jesus, you try and give someone a compliment.
Thanks, Charlie. I get it.
This is an old white guy who's not useless. There we go.
Just a little breaking and entering.
How are you not in jail?
A little B&E. And not bacon and eggs, if you know what I mean.
Christ, what the hell is that?
Fuck. I don't know what that was. I didn't see what that was. I don't know what that was. That was fucking weird. Alright.
Just need some fresh sheets, some nice drapes.
And 6 gallons of sanitizer.
Mm-hmm. And an old priest and a young priest. Fuck.
Charlie, I'm getting an uneasy feeling about this.
No.
Somebody has a taxidermy hobby. Relax.
Some
What
hobby.
in God's name is this?
Oh, why are you touching it? Don't touch it. God damn it, man.
It moved.
What?
The thing. It moved.
It didn't, but okay.
It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna get some footage, that's all.
It's perfect.
Come on, get shooting. I want you to pan across the lake until the island comes into shot. Then zoom into that lighthouse.
Without a parafocal zoom? You fuck. You hack!
Look, it's all right. Come on, we better get back.
Not trying to be an asshole, but that's not how you shoot.
That him?
I don't know. We just had the one call.
How did he know what our show was about in the first place?
Actually, I didn't ask.
That's weird.
Let's just play nice, okay?
Hello, Mr. Lonnet.
That's me.
I'm Grantham Dumet. Everyone climb aboard and we'll head out.
AKA African American
Erin,
H.H. Holmes.
And this is Kate.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Dumet. I'm looking forward to seeing all it is you have to offer.
Dumet
We truly
sounds wrong,
appreciate
too.
this.
I don't know where I recognize that, but...
What say we get underway?
Again, I really can't thank you enough for this opportunity.
Of course.
Was it your great-uncle you said that...
Let's get to where we're going. I'll explain everything later.
Sure. Of course.
Oh, good luck, kids. Be sure to check out the Is That All podcast, where Kevin and I take existing movie plots and we rewrite the movies without ever knowing what the title is. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it better? Is it worse? In order to find out, you'll have to tune in to the Is That All podcast, available everywhere you can find podcasts. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and ring that bell for constant notifications. Be sure to check out more videos, especially more Spooktacular 8.